Good morning, everybody. So in today's video, we're going to do some stuff in the garden. I have quite a bit of projects in the garden I need to get done that I haven't had time to get to, so today's the day. So to start, today one of the big things I got to do is I need to do some trimming on my tomatoes. There's not a whole lot of airflow in here, and we need to create some. My tomatoes are doing really well, but I need to give them a little bit better chance with some pruning. Okay, so I just want to do a little bit of trimming. These are determinate tomatoes, so I don't want to do too much. But some of these branches that are down below here are really restricting my plants, so I'm going to cut some of them off. Some of them are getting quite full with tomatoes. I'm really happy about that. I'm going to have a lot of sauce, but I want to create a little bit more airflow. So I'm just going to trim off some of these bottom branches. I don't want to do too much trimming on these because I have a fairly short growing season for tomatoes, and I don't want to, I always do this. Whenever I'm out here, I just kind of flick my flowers. They help produce and pollinate the plants. But as I was saying, I don't really want to do too many because it'll affect how much my plants are going to produce. So I don't want to cut too much off. I would like my plants to focus more on the fruit than on the lower leaves, so that's why I'm going to do some pruning here. I also need to stake them up a bit. Actually, I think I'm going to go get my clips, and we'll do that at the same time as I'm pruning. Okay, so I got some of my tomato clips. I think I'm also going to put in some of these tomato spikes. They're fertilizer for the plants. It's a slow release fertilizer, so I'm going to put one of those in each one as we're doing this too. Just a little bit of tomato maintenance. Some of these plants are starting to flop a little bit, and we don't really want that. They're starting to produce a lot of tomatoes too, so I don't want them to flop over and break. I'm just trying to do the main stem here. Just to give, as you can see, it's producing quite a bit of tomatoes already. So I want to make sure that it's producing really well. And it has a lot of strength to hold up the tomatoes. Oh, that's not what I expected it to look like. I expected these to be nice and long. I didn't expect them to look like this. That's interesting. trying to be careful. So many tomatoes on these already. Probably should have done this a little sooner, but I actually did do this once already, but clearly not enough. They're growing like crazy, which I am not complaining about. That's a good thing. There we go, that's better. Look how overfilled this one is. I can't even see where to start. I definitely needed to trim these, but these ones look good now that I've trimmed them. I wanted to show you a picture of this bee that's pollinating my tomatoes right in front of me. Isn't that beautiful? Helping my garden. So I just finished, and this is what it looks like now. Now you can actually see, and it's got all these little buds coming and all these little tomatoes starting. Got a lot more airflow. I think this will work a lot better. And as you just seen, the bee is over there now pollinating some of those plants. That's exciting. Okay, I just finally finished. Show you all the pieces that I cut off. It's a lot. Now they look, you can see all the tomatoes nice. They have enough room to grow. I gave them all fertilizer spikes, and I tied them up. You can see the airflow now, all the flowers and the fruit. So what I think we're going to do next is we're going to put a couple more strings on these trellises here. That's what we're going to do next. Okay. I wanted to wait to do this until after I trimmed the tomato plants so I could see how much they really needed to be trellised. And they do. I think I'm actually going to put an extra one on here, just so I don't have to do this again. Well, not anytime soon anyways. It's the first time I've tried this method, so there's that. Put one more on here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to put one on this other side here, and then we will trellis some potatoes. They're starting to flop over and lay on some of my other crops, so I would like to tie them up a little. Just so they don't lay on my onions and prevent the sun. There we go, that's better. Okay, now I'm just gonna wind this one into it a little. There. Okay, so let's go and trellis up some of the potatoes. So this is what my potato plant looks like. There's also one on the other side over here that we're gonna have to do too. They're hanging on top of everything. So let's try to just kind of hold them together a little. I don't want to do this too tightly. I just want it so they don't flop over on top of everything. That's not bad. Okay, let's do the other one. So this potato plant is the worst one. It's laying on top of everything. So, got it tangled. So let's just kind of pull it all together here. It's laying on top of all my onions and my kale, and I've been trying to remember to do this for like 2 weeks. So I finally got time to do it. I just don't want them to flop and then my other crops not get enough light. Okay, so now the next thing that I need to do is I need to thin some of my carrots. Okay, so this is carrots and green onions. I'm going to pull out the weeds that are in here while we're here. So I did use pelleted carrots for this. I think I might have had a little bit of regular ones too. So we want them to grow nice, so we're going to have to thin some of these out. Okay. I did do some in my other area that I have carrots already. Oh, it hurts to do that. Anything that I have to pull out that I've planted hurts. Oh, look at the baby carrots. So this really needed to be done. I couldn't put this part off any longer. If I did, they're not going to start growing nicely. So I really had no choice but to do this today. But I love gardening, so this isn't really a chore to me. It's just more painful that I'm pulling out that. I should have did this a little sooner so it wasn't so painful. They're actually not as close together as I thought they would be. The other ones that I did were way closer. Way, way, way closer together. Oh, I just pulled both of those out. This is the reason why I like pelleted carrots, is because you don't have all of this usually. Usually you can control how far apart you plant things. These are growing pretty well though. I am quite happy about that. I did the carrots in the greenhouse already. They actually needed almost no thinning. They only needed a couple little ones that I had to pull out. Otherwise they were spaced really nicely. But my other garden, my other raised bed over here that had the carrots, that was a different story. I had to pull out at least half of what I had in there. They were so overseeded, but I managed, and now they're starting to flourish better. Yeah, see, there's so many of these close together. I need to pull some of these out. I don't know if you can see that. I'll give you a little close-up if I can. wanted to show you, you know, the real life of actually gardening and what little chores have to be done sometimes to maintain your garden. It takes work. Oh, another little carrot. Okay, let's see if those are too close together or not. Oh, these ones are. Oh, this one's going to be a bigger one. No. Let's taste this one. Try to get most of the dirt off of it. A little dirt doesn't hurt anything. I grew up on a farm, so oh, those are so good. Those are delicious. These are going to be good. Okay. I think we might be good now. They're fairly spaced. They can grow. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so one other thing is I need to harvest my bok choy. It's right here. It's starting to, I'll give you a little look. It's right there. Right here. I don't want it to go to seed, and it's just starting, so I need to get that out. And then I'm going to clean up this bed here. As you can see, my spinach is going to seed too. So I can get ready to plant some more spinach or some lettuce maybe. Those are probably the only two things that I'm going to plant here. I already harvested the other two bok choy. I gave one to my mother-in-law. She was very appreciative and very surprised by the size. She loved that. I'm just gonna take all this stuff out here. It's been really hot here, so all my spinach kind of bolted and went to seed. Okay, so let's try to just pull it right out. Normally I would use a knife, but I don't have one on me. I'll just chop this off in the house. We needed to take all this out anyways. And then I'll probably just plant some, probably spinach, because I still don't have quite enough spinach for this year. So I'll probably plant spinach. Look how nice and big. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now let's go look at the zucchini, because I think there was one for me to harvest there too. Okay, so I was just noticing this broccoli here. If you notice, it's starting to spread apart a little bit right here. It needs to be harvested, so I'm just going to pop it off. Hopefully I'll get some broccoli shoots. Some little one there. Okay, let's go get the zucchini. So, I am not a huge fan of zucchini. I do like zucchini, but I like it in small quantities. And it's the same with my family. So this one here I'm going to harvest. And I see there's another little one starting down here. We'll leave that one grow for a little while. And then I'm going to just chop this up into little cubes, and I will probably put it in the freezer. And I like to use it in soup. Soup or like a, almost like banana bread with chocolate chips, but with zucchini. Okay, I think we're done. All of this Napa cabbage, I just wanted to say this before we finish. We are going to be harvesting all of this soon. I'm actually growing this to make my sister-in-law kimchi for a Christmas gift. I'm going to make her, we're going to can it together. I just wanted to show you that. So that was a lot of hard work. I'm all dirty and sweaty now. Need to go have a shower. I just wanted to say, I hope you enjoyed spending some time in the garden today and outside in nature. And I hope everybody's having a great day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.